Hello and welcome to another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. I'm Sean from Coda Guitar, and this is the second part of a bit of flat picking classic rock, ACDC, You Shook Me All Night Long. Great tune, translates really well onto standard tuning on cigar box guitar because it's in the key of G, and like the chords that are used in the song just work really well with the tuning. Nothing too challenging, hopefully. So let's just tune up before we carry on with it. So we've got G, we've got D, and we've got high G. Okay, so part one, verse and chorus. We covered that, and that's the main bulk of the song. I've left to the very beginning the intro because it's actually a little bit more difficult than those two. So make sure you've covered part one, and you can play those two parts. Whenever I'm doing this song in like face-to-face lessons or Skype lessons, I always look at those two parts first, and this is definitely kind of afterthought once people are comfortable like getting a bit of a flow through those two. So what we're going to do is we're going to be right up on fret 12. So I hope you've got enough frets on your 3-string. So I'm going to be using fingers 2 and 3 on fret 12 of the strings, the middle D and the high G, and you've got to be able to get up to fret 14 with your little finger as well without taking these two off. So if you've got any kind of restrictions, if your body starts up here, you'll have to just try and work around it, try and sort of bridge around a bit. But hopefully it's all good. So what we're doing is we're just doing a strum through this to start with. So we're going strum. Actually, I don't think we need to palm mute this. So we're just chucking away on the bass G here. So it's strum, and then we add the little finger in. Do one strum up there, one bass, and then one strum back on these two notes here. So we've got. So this is a kind of it's a G chord, and then that's adding an A note in, so it's like a G add 9. But we're using a lot of we're using C add 9 and D sus 4 in the main riff, so it's got a nice sort of ringy suspended sound. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, strum, bass, strum. Now after you've gone back here and you've strummed that, we pick through strings 1 and 2 straight away without a gap. So we've got these strums are on the offbeat, by the way, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, off, bass, off, and then just pick those two notes. And then we're going to do a pull off. Now, hopefully this isn't too bad. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding these two on, fretting with this note, this finger on fret 11 of the high G early, and then doing a little flick. You sort of like ping the string, you flick back. You got to imagine you're trying to pluck the string with this finger. So you play string 1, and then it's like a pluck. So you want some attack. If you just lift your finger off, it's a bit weak. It wants to sound, particularly if we've got these low, you know, the sort of bottom 3 or strings 5, 4, 3 or something of the set of a standard guitar pack, then the strings are quite solid, so you can give it a bit of welly. You won't really bend it much, but you just flick at a sort of angle, not straight down and not straight up. It's kind of, say something like a 45-degree angle there. And then still holding them, add this one in, flick off, play this middle string, and then if you can, get your little finger over onto fret 14 of the low G. It's a bit of an awkward chord shape, that, but we're not on it for long. We go straight down to a bar on the D. So with these sorts of chords, you've got to really get a good bridge round. Otherwise, it's flat and you're kind of muting everything. We need to try and hear all of the notes ringing out, because again, you know, with the classic bit of distortion, amp tone type of thing. Them ringing through a little bit. It just fills the sound out a little bit. So that's probably the hardest part of the song, I reckon. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and pick, pull, off, pick. So all the way through, that's not moved, stayed where it is, and then go straight down to the D. And I think there's some chugging afterwards. It might either rings out, I think it rings out actually, and then you just do a tiny little bluesy bend with your little finger, just bending it out of tune. Don't be in a rush. Again, check out Sunshine Your Love for a bit more info on string bending. We're doing a quarter tone, so don't do it quickly. You just hear a little tweak basically, or you can do a build, and then after the bend and that fret there, we then do a slide up from 10 to 11, and then I've come off the bar at this point. I'm not going to try and keep it on. I'm going to put the bar back on, just the top two, just the D and the high G. I don't need that. Back to fret 10, and then back to the open D string at the end. So we've got, and then slide 10 to 11, little 2-string bar, back to 10 with my little finger, open D. The second time is exactly the same, just doesn't have this last riff. You don't do that last riff. So the second time round, the intro, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and pick, pull, off, pick, 1, 2, 3. So that's the first time. And the second time, 2, 3, 4. And then we get a snare, smack, and then we're into. Okay, twice round, and then into the verse. I sort of covered that in the previous section. So that is the intro, and then we've got the chorus, the second chorus leading into the solo. So we've covered all of this. Sorry, two basses and then a strum, and then you repeat round. But in the second, you only do that 2 times for the first chorus, but you do it 4 times for the second chorus. But on the 4th time round, we do the extended build on the D. So check video 1 if you need to review this. And then that's the start of the solo. So that goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. C add 9. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Chugging build out there. So we're hitting this D chord on the offbeat. That's the same as before. That's a D sus4, and then that's the high D power chord. Off, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So offbeat there, offbeat there, offbeat there. We'll let them all 3 ring over. I'll do that one more time. This is the 4th time round. Off, 2, 3, 4, off, 2, 3, 4, off, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the solo is exactly the same as the chorus, but just clipped, punchy. Do the same trick as with the verse. Do that twice, the clipped version, and then the 3rd time, let it ring out, open it up, and then open it up fully. I think because there's the solo over the top, he's not doing the picking like that, so he's just strumming. That's the only difference once it's opened up to the main chorus, and it's I think it's like 8 times round that in total for the solo section. So that is the whole song. Like I was saying in the previous video, if you can get a copy of the, like an MP3 of the track, stick it into a speed changer app on your smartphone, slow it down, play along. Original key, you know, so once you've got all of that, you've got intro, pre-verse, main verse riff, verse 1, shorter chorus 1, verse 2, longer chorus 2, solo, and then we're just straight back out into the chorus, which is like a double chorus at the end, basically. So I hope that's useful. Have fun, and we will see you here again soon on Coda Guitar.